Welcome back to the farm, guys, on a brisk November day. Today's video I want to talk about, I actually had a viewer who asked, well, how much could you really make on a lavender farm? So I kind of figured, well, I'll talk about that plus kind of, if you had 1 acre, how much could you how many plants could you stick in there, and what kind of yield could you get from that 1 acre? So I have about 2 acres here. Not all of it's covered in lavender, but I plan to have probably close to 1 acre of lavender eventually. So 1 acre has 43,560 square feet. If you figured, well, you need to add in, irrigation, walking paths, and that sort of thing, you probably could fit, and if you space them 3 feet apart. Now, lavender, different varieties call for different spacing. Phenomenal, for instance, it's going to be a bigger plant. It's going to require a little more spacing. So maybe figure 48 inches for those. Something like a hid coat that's going to be a smaller, less bushier plant, maybe 3 feet. So for ease of math, let's figure on 3 feet of spacing. So realistically, with your walking paths and all that stuff, figure 4,000 plants realistically on 1 acre. Keep in mind that lavender is a long-term plant, but lavender plants can last 10, 12, 15 years depending on their environment. These are doing really well. Been in here about 6 weeks, and I can already see some growth, by the way. So I have about 150 plants here, another 80 around the fence here. So if we figure 4,000 of these bad boys, you could probably get 350, 400 stems per year out of each plant. Well, that's 1.4 million stems. That's enough lavender to make oils, teas, soaps, and a TikTok account that smells better than your ex's aura. You can't buy happiness, but you can sell dried lavender on Etsy and aggressively pretend that's the same thing. Oh, and here's an Etsy hack. If it smells good and is slightly dead, it's marketable. And they'll sell all day long in your Etsy store. But what if bundles and Etsy stores and customer service and pictures were not your jig? Well, there's always soaps and lavender oil. So as far as lavender oil, you could get about 4 gallons from 4,000 plants. A single gallon will make about 380 10 milliliter bottles of essential oil. So if you had 4 of those, if my math is correct, that'd be about 1,520 small vials or bottles of essential oil. That's 1,520 10 milliliter bottles of essential oil. At $20 a piece, that's over 30,000. So what if you're not into the essential oils? You think it's weird, you think rubbing it on your temples is not the path to calmness. Well, you could take those 4 gallons of essential oils and make 8,000 bars of soap.
Are you kidding me?
So let's break it down. If each of your 4,000 plants contributes to making just 2 bars of soap, that's 8,000 bars. Sell those for $5 each, and you're looking at $40,000 in revenue. Or you can make them fancy, add packaging and branding, maybe a nice label with a goat head on it, and sell them for $8 to $10 each. That's not just a lavender field. That's a business. And let's be honest, people love buying soap that looks homemade and smells like relaxation. 1 acre of lavender, 4,000 plants, 4 gallons of essential oil. Was it 28,000 bundles of stems, or 8,000 bars of soap? So all in all, $120,000 from an acre of lavender is not out of the realm of possibility. And all you had to do is get a little dirty, deal with some weeds and some bugs and some heat, maybe a little sunburn, a little vitamin D, but it's all good for you. It's totally worth it. So smell rich and not broke. Just go grow you some lavender. Thanks for tuning in. Happy planting, happier nursing.